We asked storytellers to select a type of story and some words to inspire the stories that they tell.
Sam Celiac and his wife Thelma Celiac was so happy when she reported it from her doctor that she was going to have twins. Unfortunately, she did have twins. They were fairies. Not in the slang word of but they were like little wings on the back and small. I mean, she wondered why the labor went so quickly, because they were small, but they were able to fly. And they didn't know what to name them, so they named the boy Wheat and the girl Gluten. Gluten celiac and Wheat celiac. And the press wanted to get involved in this, but they prized their privacy. But it's really difficult as a parent when you bring your kid to preschool and your child's view of fun is like flying about 6 feet over the heads of the other children. And these were not small. They were like about the size of a trout, a good-sized trout, about 9 inches, 10 inches. And it's very difficult to get clothing, shoes, overcoats. How do you get an overcoat for a child who has wings, and that's a preferred mode of transportation? But Sam and Thelma were very loving parents. And she cut little holes so they could fit their wings through it. And she had like little fairy leashes. They had like these cat leashes that they modified, and they could walk down the street and they're flying around. But there's like all these photographers. It was really a terrible thing. And it became like a difficult thing where the kids didn't want to leave the house because of flash bulbs and the front of the post of some snarky headline, front of the Daily News of another snarky headline, and it really, became sort of a shameful thing. Bureau of Child Welfare came to them. Why aren't you letting your children out of the house? And said, well, it's windy and they like to fly. And when we walk with them, they don't stay on the ground. We don't know what to do. And they said, well, maybe we should put you in parenting class, where they had to sit with bunches of people told not to hit their kids, and go, I can't hit my kids. I can't even catch my kids. How could I hit them? I go like, boom, they're up on the ceiling. But Gluten and Wheat had remarkable personalities. Gluten was always very caring, always a very careful child, very careful with what she ate. In fact, she didn't have any gluten. She just had protein and green vegetables. But also, she liked vegetables of other colors, especially the red peppers and the yellow peppers and the pink peppers, that really. And Wheat was a very forthright little boy. He looked after his sister. He flew around in a sort of a martial sort of way. I said, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So we can just love our kids as they are and not have anyone make fun of us for this. And so one day they put an ad in Craigslist, we want a wizard to help us with this problem. And a number of people called, but they weren't wizards. They tested for the wizard. They lived on the 4th floor. Said, if you're a wizard, you'll just come up here. You will know the room number, and you won't need to use the elevator, and I don't have to give you the passwords. Finally, a real wizard came. They say, I just want to love my kids. I don't care what happens. And I want my privacy. And the wizard goes, yes, privacy. And then all the TV was gone, the computer was gone, the cell phone was gone. They said, we want more privacy. And they go, poof, you're all invisible. And then there's something about being invisible and being invisible as a family that just brings so much closeness. It gets a little weird at Thanksgiving because you have the turkey and you have some of the other things, and you're eating away, and people see food moving off the table, but they don't see who's eating. And the moral is sort of as a fat person who's told not to eat what I like eating, which is Ben and Jerry's, invisibility is a good thing.